Yo, 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 welcome to another edition of the Geeky Bros podcast. I'm your boy Tactix, and this, of course, is not a podcast. This is just a video of me reacting to stuff. One in particular, and that is this apparent fight that is happening between Floyd Mayweather and a YouTuber by the name of Logan Paul. Now, I know nothing about Logan Paul. I've heard about him and his brother Jake Paul here and there. Apparently, like a lot of people refer to them as like these huge white privileged douchebags. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I don't watch any of their stuff, so I can't really comment on that in that regard. But I am familiar, obviously, with Floyd Mayweather. Full disclosure: I am not a fan of boxing. I'm not a fan of sports in general. Really not a fan of boxing, though. However, I have seen a couple of Floyd's fights in the past. I did watch the Pacquiao fight that he had, and then obviously the one with Conor McGregor, just for the spectacle of it. Conor McGregor being a MMA fighter and Floyd being a boxer. Basically, Conor McGregor came into Floyd's world, and they decided to have it out in the ring with the boxing rules. And Floyd Mayweather obviously, of course, came out on top, being that it's his specialty. But that fight was interesting, and I'm very intrigued with this one. Again, I'm not a fan of boxing or sports in general, but I most likely will be tuning into this just to kind of see the outcome of this, because this is crazy. But the main thing that I'm reacting to, I've already seen the video, but I kind of just wanted to share my thoughts on it on here for anyone who's interested in stuff that's not geek related. But apparently there was a press conference between Mayweather and Logan Paul. I think it was a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. And a little scuffle went down during the press conference. Well, after the press conference between Jake Paul, Logan Paul's brother, and Mayweather. And so I'll actually play it here right now. I'll share my screen and I'll just play a little short snippet so you guys can see the craziness that just went on here. Let's go here. All right. And then what I will do is I'll also share my camera here if it'll show. Okay, here we go. All right. So here's basically what went down. Play. So Logan Paul is like, apparently he's like 6'2", 6'3". Mayweather is like 5'8". So this fight alone is going to be very interesting. I know Mayweather is top notch at his sport, what he does. I haven't seen Logan Paul fight, so I don't know if he has hands. Maybe he does. Weird shit could happen. I mean, he could get lucky and knock Mayweather out. That would be interesting. I do think Mayweather is going to take it, but yeah. So basically, Mayweather is calling out both Logan Paul and Jake Paul at the same time.
Hey, the only thing that's fake on this stage is Floyd's hairline.
Making fun of his hairline. So I'm going to skip to the part during the scuffle. So they're basically just trading blows, like verbal blows, going back and forth, talking their shit.
Floyd's 50-0. Nah, he's 51-1. He beat his wife too.
So he just took a shot there. Floyd's kind of keeping his composure, he's very chill. And then that's the brother, Jake Paul. So I'm just skipping ahead here. He's just answering questions. And then at some point, Jake Paul shows up and just, continues to talk his shit. Right about here. So there you go.
Absolutely. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. One night. Got your hat.
Took his hat. And then just chaos ensues. Scuffle. I don't even know what's going on right now. I think Floyd got a hit in. Security's trying to break all that stuff up right now. There's Logan Paul. Oh yeah, someone got grabbed. It's a mess. It's nuts, crazy. And look at the hair. Look at the hair, man. That is some. I know why he's mad. Like, yeah. So now ads gonna play. So I'm gonna stop that and come back to my screen here. Let's see. How do I turn this off now? Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that as you can see, that escalated very quickly. Quiet. That escalated very quickly, and yeah, man, I don't know. It's got me excited. Maybe this is all. I don't know if it's all planned or whatever. They're just doing it for the sake of it. My opinion on this, though, like Floyd he's supposed to be retired. I think the Conor McGregor fight was his last fight, if I'm not mistaken, or he had one fight after that, and then that was going to be his last one. Again, I'm not an expert, so I don't know. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But decided to come out of retirement to accept this fight because Logan Paul, Jake Paul, they were talking their shit, calling him out and stuff, saying that they could whoop him and whatnot. And so he accepted. It's not going to affect his record. I think they call it like an exhibition where whether he wins or loses, it's not going to alter his record. However, I feel like Floyd has a lot to lose with this. I'm not saying that he is going to lose, but considering who he is in the professional, even if like whether he wins or loses, apparently they're both walking away with a lot of money. As far as I know, I could be wrong about that, but I kind of view this similar to the back and forth between Eminem and MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, when they were going back and forth and trading verbal blows and whatnot. Given that Eminem is arguably one of the best rappers in the game right now and has been for a very long time, and then you have this MGK guy who, he's in the rap game as well and stuff, but, calling out Eminem, if he had lost, that wouldn't have ended well for his career. I mean, people would have been able to talk their shit and whatnot. And, for MGK, if he wins, he's praised. He goes down in history as being the one who like took out Eminem, the best rapper out there right now. If he loses, no one's real like everyone's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm not surprised that you won to the best. Like that's the fact that you could even go toe to toe with him. You know what I mean? Is you get props for that either way, right? So it's a win-win it was a win-win for Machine Gun Kelly, kind of a win-lose situation for Eminem. Like if he wins, then people are like, oh, okay, whatever. MGK, who is that guy? If he loses, then it's like, damn, yo, you got taken out by MGK. So I think this situation is kind of the same, where it's like, if Mayweather wins, people are going to be like, okay, so you beat a YouTuber, big deal. It's nothing to, fuss about. But if he loses, that's going to be pretty damaging to his reputation. Even if it doesn't affect his record, I think that's still going to be, it's going to be a huge loss, right? Versus, Logan Paul, if he wins, he's going to get all the praise for beating one of the greats. If he loses, people are going to be like, well, yeah, whatever, that was to be expected. How did you think that was going to go, right? Now, in terms of that whole scuffle situation, oh, man, okay, so for my non-Black people out there are 3 golden rules that you need to really abide by when it comes to Black people. Number 1, you don't say the N-word around us. Number 2, under no circumstances do you ever touch a woman's hair, a Black woman's hair. And number 3, never, ever remove a man's hat in public. Just never do it, right? Because if he's wearing a hat, he's wearing a hat for a reason. And it's because his hair is fucked up. Like, as we could clearly see in that video, like Mayweather's hair looked jacked to shit. It looked like he was late for an appointment. And as when he got there, the barbershop was closed. Like his hair looks like he got COVID and his entire body was immune except for the top of his head. Like, yeah, like that's probably why he was wearing a hat. And the fact that you remove the hat, oh man, that's disrespectful. So now Mayweather has to bring it. He has to, and I feel like they're trying to get a rise out of him, and they definitely succeeded because yeah, he was not happy about that. Like he was very composed during the press conference, and then when it came to the removal of the hat and the reveal of the messed up, jacked up hair, that kind of set him off. And I think now he's out for blood. He wants to kill these dudes, and I hope that happens, and I hope he's able to still stay composed and not let his anger get the best of him. Because as Confucius says, he who angers you controls you, right? And so, yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to see how this turns out. Even though I'm not a fan of boxing, I'm definitely going to tune into this and see. Man, like I said, Mayweather has a lot riding on this. Whether it doesn't affect, even though it doesn't affect his record, I'm nervous for him. So I don't know, man. Like, who knows? Who really knows? But let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys even care. I know this is a Geeky Bros channel where we talk about geeky stuff, but I had to geek out about this thing because this kind of had me a little intrigued. And now I'm like trying to check the dates to see when this is going to happen because I'm kind of hyped for this right now. And I'm normally not hyped about this kind of stuff. So yeah, that is it for me. So I'll see you guys later.